Welcome again. This is the Military Guna TV. Thank you very much for tuning with me today. I have a good friend of mine.
Hello,
Good.
hello,
Hey,
hello.
El Ray.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm hearing you clearly.
Yes, very good. I hope you guys
All
can
right,
hear me.
so good.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so we're going to discuss all things Arsenal, and we know that Arsenal Football Club is in a slump at this moment, so we have to fix up. There's a few things I would love to discuss, and before I want to go any further, I want to ask this question because this is the question that is the most famous question on social media right now. Are you guys Arteta in or Arteta out? Lyric, let me hear what you have to say. Are you Arteta in or Arteta out?
Like, it's kind of a controversial one because, there are some positive I can take from him, but there are many negatives I have to take from him because, it's like a 60% of Arteta out and a 40% of Arteta in. So I cannot give a complete conclusion that because there is some beyond him. There is some problems beyond him.
Yeah. All right, so El Ray, Arteta in or out?
First of all, Marius, I would like to thank you for this opportunity, and you've been a true fan, and I believe all of us here are true fans, and this is a platform for me to air my view because I've been an Arsenal fan for close to, I can't even remember, close to 25 or 28 years of my life, you
Wow.
know. And this is hectic. This is crazy. I don't believe that I'm watching this in my lifetime. So definitely, I'm a Tata out. It's no brainer. What is going on? What is this? I
All
really don't
right.
understand what's going on. This is I really I was an Arsenal fan while growing up, going to school, high school. I'm always the guy that is I'm usually the protagonist. When we lose games, when we win, then all my friends are bantering me right now since I'm now getting older, right? And my mates who knew me back from high school are now like saying, "What is going on? Like this is not the club I grew up supporting." So but let me tell you something, buddies. Arteta is not an Arsenal fan. Let's just get it straight. He's an Evertonian. We have Vieira, we have Thierry, we have great Adams and Cole that we can mold. Even the boards, they're not Arsenal fans. What is going on? You
Yeah.
know,
Me personally, I am not Arteta out as yet because I believe that we have major issues to sort out before we can sort out Arteta. We have There are certain things that are not going right at the club. So we're going to discuss all things Arsenal, but I would love to give a feedback and I would love to get a feedback from you guys of what you think about the game weekend gone. Let's start with the starting lineup. What are the issues that you guys had? Starting with you, Lyric.
First, the main problem with this Arteta is like he's picking many of his favoritism. It's like when you know like there are better players in one position than the another one. For example, like Bellerin, it should be Maitland Niles instead of him. And we have seen Bellerin for 5 years now. The guy lost his pace. He's an injury prone, and there's nothing good in him. Like I don't know what is specialty in there. Whether he's a right back or he's like a right midfielder. Like I saw in one of his games, I think against Wolves, I think so. Like he was playing as a center midfielder, like running from this side to that side. Stick on your position. But he's changing that position. Then he has to. Then Arteta has to realize like if he can't do properly, if he can't stuck in one position, just remove him and bring in another one.
Yeah, definitely.
That is one of the main criticism I'm giving for Arteta.
So, Elray, what's your thought on
buddy,
starting lineup?
let's just be factual. Let's just, as in, when did we start supporting Arsenal? Arteta came. Like, let me tell you the truth. I'm an Arteta out, and I'm an Al Ozil in, because the fact that when Arteta came to this club, he gave us a lot of illusions. He told us that the first thing we need to do is to unite the fans. He was speaking the right English, and we were like, oh, we got a great deal. And moreover, we knew how this guy started his career. He went to Pep and he learned the trade, and he came to Arsenal, a big club, to become an Arsenal manager, which is crazy. Number one. Number two, he was singing all the right things, and he knew how the fan base were very, very toxic that time. And the first decision he took was to freeze Ozil. And that was a very big gamble, which can actually cost him his job. This is no brainer. Like, you made a big gamble, you're failing, and Marius, you're asking, you are thinking Arteta should be in. Why do you make that kind of mistakes? He is a man, he should make a very good destination of, man, I made a mistake. Okay, look at it. You went to the transfer, you didn't buy a midfielder. Like, you bought only Partey. You needed a creative midfielder. The only one that you have, you are freezing him out. And you are not expecting mana or magic to come. No, come on. He needs to he started the sword. He's gonna die by the sword, because the situation that is happening in Arsenal right now is, number one, the board are not Arsenal, they're not Arsenal fans, number one. They don't like football, number two. They're just businessmen. And you put them in the hands of affair to make decisions for the club and to actually do some acts. What is going on? The fan base, honestly, I'm glad that you're giving me this platform. I hope I'm going to be a regular, because I think the fan base are delusional. I hope
Yeah.
you guys are not
Yeah.
delusional. I would have a very constructive discussion so that we can understand what is going on. Like, the fan is toxic. They don't even understand. Like, most of the fans that I know right now, they didn't understand the value of Arsenal. They don't understand it. They just came. I think they started watching Arsenal probably when 2004, the Invisible season finished, and they started hearing the craze, Arsenal. Then they started becoming a fan. Because if you understand the rudiments of how Arsenal is built, it's built on unity, harmony, trust, and value of football. But this is not happening right now. And you're expecting me, okay, I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm going to be very, very civil, because you're giving me a platform to vent my anger.
Yeah.
This guy just finished football lately, like a big club to manage Arsenal. What is going on? What is going on? This is correct. It's not correct.
I can definitely see that you're extremely frustrated, and likely so. You're rightly deserved to be frustrated, because we're not seeing the results, especially on how the club is being run. Now, what we're seeing happening is that when I look into context, as you have stated earlier, that we have people in position that are not football related. And I think
they don't know football. They don't know football. They are not Arsenal fans. They don't like football.
No, but you don't have to be a fan of the club to basically run it. So, for example, the owners, the cronkies, they're about the money. We understand that. But you employ footballing people to run the football side of things. That's how it goes. So, for example, let me take Liverpool in perspective. Liverpool owners, they enjoy football, but they're not this massive football fan. They're on the business side of things. But what they did, they employed footballing people, the right footballing people, in the right position to facilitate the club moving forward. Now, when you see a person like Vinay in the position that he's at, and he's only about managing branding, statistics in relation to the product management of the club, not anything in relation to football, that tells you a lot. Then you have Edu, who's a young technical director, and you have so many senior technical directors out there. Lyric, you have something to say. You can come forward.
Yeah. No, you can continue. You finish your point, then I will continue with my point.
Okay, yeah. So we have a young technical director. We have a young manager, and this is where we see things that are not favorable in many ways, because this is not happening. No, I've seen reports that Arsenal are trying to get a swap deal for Eriksen in regards to Granit Xhaka. No, Eriksen's a good player, and I would be okay with the swap deal. But what I'll have a problem with is the person's dealing with his contract, where they're going to give him a 4 or 5 year contract, knowing how these board members operate. So what we're saying now, like, I'm lucky.
Yeah, because like if for example, like for Willian, they when Edu gave him like 200k a week, So I won't be surprised like when Christian Eriksen come here and they give him like 300k a week for like 3 or 4 years. I won't be surprised because like this is a major issue because the board is playing a different factor in this, and many of the Edu signings are like mostly of above 30 years old signings. Okay, maybe you can say it's about experience, but what kind of experience we got as a from some players? We got David Luiz Edu signing. We got Willian Edu according to the agent Kia
Yeah, yeah,
Cedric.
yeah.
Yeah,
Edu.
many of the unwanted deals like for Cedric for 4 years deal.
Yeah, but so what I've seen is that the players that are not related to Edu or Kia are actually quality signings. Pablo, Partey, and Gabriel. So basically, those three players are the only quality signings that I can say, and they are not related to the agent. Now, we cannot deny the fact that these three, Gabriel and Partey, are strong players mentally and also on the pitch. And what is happening now is that we are suffering from poor management for about the last decade of the club. Because we are suffering from them, and there has been a steady decline. Something that I saw a weekend, and someone said something to me, an Arsenal fan. When the game was finishing, we had Dennis Ceballos on the pitch at halftime. Dennis Ceballos, El Nini, we had Willian, we had Eddie Nketiah, we have Saka. And when you look at that midfield, with the exception of Willian, it is the same midfield that gave us 8th position on the table last season. The same midfield.
True.
Now, all the teams around us, the West Ham, the Aston Villa, the Chelseas, I won't go that high. The Newcastle, I'm going to go as the mid-table teams. All of these teams, they have strengthened their defense, they have strengthened their midfield, they have strengthened their attacking lineup. And now what you're seeing is that because we are not strengthening the specific areas, we are declining. We are declining. It is the natural order of nature.
Yeah, but the thing is like the squad which you have mentioned about West Ham, Southampton, etc. But I don't think they have a better score than us. I don't think they have a better score than us because like our club Arsenal score is better than West Ham, better than Southampton.
So question: would Ward-Prowse walk into Arsenal midfield?
Yeah. No, I'm saying about like Southampton base, the base players. Like I mean only the quality players, not as a team.
No, that is what we're at. I've seen Arsenal fans. I've been doing this for a long while. We're saying on paper, the quality that other teams have, they are better than us. No, they are not good, not as good as us. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to evaluate our midfield in comparison to the rest of the league. Our midfield, we only have one midfield player that would walk into any team in the Premier League. Just one. And that is Thomas Partey. He's the only one at this point in time. No other midfielder we have. Because Dennis Ceballos would not fit in the Liverpool. Dennis Ceballos would not fit into a Manchester City. He would not fit into a Chelsea. He would not fit into a Manchester United team. No, I'm going to go as far as West Ham. West Ham they have players like Ben Rama. Yes. These are quality players. I'm not. Yes, it's Ben Rama. Ben Rama, right?
Yeah, Ben Rama. Say Ben Rama.
They have players like Ben Rama. They have Issa Diop, good defender, extremely good defender, really, really good defender. They have quality players on their pitch. Now, I can pick out at least 12 or 13 clubs in the Premier League, a midfielder out of their team that would just walk into Arsenal Football Club. That's 13 teams I can pick a midfielder out of. That's not a good message. That is not a good message. When you look at our rivals, such as Manchester United, this is their midfield three. They have Paul Pogba, they have Van de Beek, they have Bruno Fernandes, they have Fred. Any one of those four players would walk into Arsenal Football Club. Any one of those four players. Now, when we look at players such as teams such as Manchester City. When we look at teams such as Manchester City, they have Rodri, Gundogan, they have Foden, they have Ferran Torres, they have Kevin De Bruyne. Those guys will walk into Arsenal Football Club. Same thing with Liverpool. Same thing with Chelsea Football Club. These teams have players that would walk in our football club. What is that signifying to us? What is that telling us? That we are over-evaluating the quality of our players. I think we are. And that is actually have to do with poor recruiting. And that is now costing us. And also, we as Arsenal fans, we have been having this problem that we have been having this thing that we believe that just buying a big name player will get the job done. No, that is where we're going wrong. We have to relax, settle back ourselves and say, okay, we are not a big team again. We cannot live by the nature that we're always going to be a big team. We're not the big team, no. We're an Europa League team, and it's because of FA Cup that we're still in Europa League. We should operate as such. Let us build from the base and get back and get stronger. No, we have this expectation in our head that this season we should, and we're obligated to get into top 4. That is not a fact. We came 8th last season. Liverpool won the league with about 40 points in front of us. We will not catch up to that. And they are going to run away with the league again. We're not going to catch up to that unless we start to recruit in an intriguing way, that we recruit proper players and not just going for big names and big signing, because that is what is hurting us. When you look at Liverpool, when Liverpool are recruiting their players, at the particular time when they're recruiting their players, they know for a fact the player is a quality player. But when they reach the club, they are refined into world-class players. Salah was known, but he was not at that world-class level. Mane was known, but he was not at that world-class level. Van Dijk was known, but he was not at that world-class level. When they went under Jurgen Klopp, then he refined them. And I can tell you one more player now that will reach that level. Diogo Jota, he will reach that world-class level because he will be refined. But we as Arsenal Football Club will not look at those players because their name is not fancy, they don't have this big name, or they're not expensive. We were consistently looking at the expensive player. Last season when we purchased Nicolas Pepe, I'm one of those persons who was in between. I was okay with the purchase, but I was not happy because when they went to Lille, I saw a player there, Jonathan Ikone. I think it's Ikone, his name is. He is a very good player. He's a very good player. So, anyway, I would want to ask you, what do you think about our recruiting?
Let me say something. See, I'm a Nigerian, okay?
Yeah.
But I'm based in Europe. And I know how, when you know the core. See, I'm not just an Arsenal fan for just Arsenal's sake. I'm a passionate guy. When I'm passionate about something, you need to understand what you like about something that you are passionate for. And Arsenal is part of the passion. I will die an Arsenal fan. This is a fact, right?
Yeah.
But the truth is, what is going on right now? All the things you've just said, you are right. But the thing is, what is wrong with Arsenal is just management. And the fact that they brought in Arteta to this job is a very it's a cost mistake. So this is actually the point. So you don't need to say Arteta. If you see, it's like you're trying to polish a pod. Arteta has no experience. Come on, man. What is wrong with our fan base? Arteta has no experience. He has no personal man. Okay, he has that in Manchester City. For crying out loud, only Manchester City. He doesn't know how to. I'm telling you, he will fail as Arsenal because the platform is for him to fail. He hasn't started from a small club. He has not spotted talent. So you can't walk this way. Poor decision from the board. Poor decision from the people running Arsenal. See, Klopp, who is now the best coach in the world right now, started from zero. He failed. Arteta has not failed. And you're telling Arteta you're giving Arteta chances. Come on, man. Don't be deluded fans, guys. Please, don't be deluded. This is wrong. The platform is wrong. He has never succeeded. There's nothing he will do in the next 10 years because he will learn in Arsenal. Because if you're saying an Arteta in, All he
No,
will do is to learn his trade in Arsenal by failing a lot, taking us to champ. Guys, be real. We are going to championship if we will stick with Arteta. Just
yeah.
know this.
Mm.
We are
You
going
see,
to championship right now. See, if you give Arteta 300 million euros to buy players, man, football is not about the game. It's about feelings. It's about passion, people. If he doesn't have a very good coordination with his players right now,
yeah,
how
yeah,
will
yeah,
he do it when he brings a lot of people in? Come on, please be real.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Now, he's a young coach. He's not giving room for young players. That's another area for him. He's young. He knows that there are players failing him. He's doing a yes man to super agents, doing yes man to the board, doing yes man. That's already failing because he doesn't have a stand. He's not a man to take a decision. How will you give this kind of person an opportunity to run a big football club like Arsenal? Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
yeah, yeah. So that is where I put the blame. That is the reason why I said the board is the biggest problem right now. Look at this. Last season, the board set up Emery to fail. They did not give Emery the tools to succeed because Emery is an experienced manager. For maybe 15 to 20 years now, he's been an experienced manager, and he did fail with the club. It did fail. Now, what Arsenal Football Club did is they tried they tried to take the safe route. The board tried to take the safe route by employing a manager that they think can
A
hold the
safe route
fans.
that is like a dead way. It's
Yeah,
logical. You're trying to take the easiest, the cheapest. What you want? There's no ambition.
yeah.
Come on.
That's the thing. That is where I think the board has a bigger issue. Now we want an experienced manager right now. My question is, do any of you guys trust this board to bring in an experienced manager because they already went and get Arteta, an inexperienced manager? Which experienced manager at this point in time you think the board will approach?
Let me tell you the truth. Arsenal is more okay. Football is about tradition. It's about history. You know what we did when we brought in So Campbell? We brought in So Campbell to really boost our squad. He was a Tottenham fan. He was a Tottenham up through.
Yeah, yeah.
Man, this is something.
Yeah.
If the board is really a football through and through, you try to ignite another narrative or probably create a story, try to create an illusion of a story, then bring in Pochettino and sell the history of Pochettino and try to tell him we have everything here, we can boost. No, right now Tottenham is doing great. The way they're going to win a trophy. That is real. Now, try to sell the illusion to Poch and tell him, man, this is Arsenal. We have the tradition. We have come and implement your strategy for us.
You
Bring
know
in
why?
Poch
You
and
know why
let
that's
him
not,
do and
No,
let him say to all the world and tell Spurs fans that I didn't do it in Spurs. I can do it in Arsenal. Bring in Poch. He doesn't have a job. For me, it's no brainer. But this
no,
board,
but
oh my
look
goodness.
look at this. Allegri doesn't have a job at the moment as well.
No, I'm
Allegri
just
doesn't
telling you
have a job.
realistically, bro. Let's be real.
Realistic. This is the thing now.
Poch doesn't have. Poch has English experience.
Okay.
Allegri doesn't have. So it would be good you have someone that has the English know-how, who has
No.
taken a club to Champions League. So if you go for Allegri, fine. I've been an Allegri guy for a long time when Poch was still the manager for Spurs. But now, please, let's add 1 plus 2 plus 3. The best buy is either you bring this Southampton manager or you bring in Poch. For now, Poch knows he has the family. His family is in London. He knows how to settle in. Why bring in a manager that is in Italy who has not had a job for close to how many years, and you have Poch?
You know why that's going to happen?
Tell
You
me.
know why that is not going to happen? Because Poch is going to demand a massive wage bill. Also, he's going to demand.
Arsenal made the mistake. The board
yeah,
made the mistake.
Arsenal. Yeah, like Arsenal, like I don't think they will have a wage pool because they are already paying some of the players above 200K a week. So I don't think like it's a wage problem. But the main problem is like whether he will come, because I'm not sure. That's one of the main reasons I'm saying Like if like Arteta gets sacked, I don't know who will come because I still don't have any hope with the board. And like if Arteta is getting sacked, then Edu also should get sacked. Both of them should get sacked because
Honestly,
he
Vinay as well.
I'm
Edu,
sorry.
Vinay,
Vinay as well. Yes,
and
yes, true, true.
so
I would say something about Edu. Edu is a, we have this attachment when it comes to our legends. I liked him as a player. Trust me, I really love Edu as a player. He has this touch. He has this guy when he plays football. Honestly, I like him as a player. But in this managerial aspect of him being an Arsenal fan, an Arsenal board member, honestly, I feel he has Arsenal in his heart. But probably it is raw for him, right? It's new. But I think if we ask Edu, he's just doing his job. But the main brunt is actually the manager, because the manager should actually, man, you want to go and farm and you don't really know how to farm. So this is the problem of the manager. He says he's a manager. He has gone to the school. Bro, let me give you an example. You go to you want to go and write an exam, right? You say you've read. You go to the field. You go to the exam hall. You fail. You get failed. That's what Arteta is doing. So blaming it on Edu is not fair, because he was a head coach promoted to the manager. So it means that he was given a great opportunity to prove to the world that I'm able. He failed. And now you're not saying because of Edu. No, it's the manager. The manager needs to be. Of course, if there's some roles that Edu played, then he needs to be, fine or asked.
Yeah,
But for
because
me,
like Edu is the one who appointed him. Edu is the one who appointed him. So that's the main reason I'm saying like even he should be out. And he's the one who gave Arteta the players. Like he, as we all know, like him and Kia, that agent, both of them have strong connection together. Which we are bringing these useless players like Willian, David Luiz, and everyone. So like Arteta has to like work with him. He's not got any option. Do you think like see Willian has said like Arteta convinced me, but I'm 100% sure it's like Edu signing. I'm not saying it's Arteta signing because Arteta just took him because like he wanted. If I think everyone know the news, like when our transfer window started, everyone was like linked with Coutinho at Barca. So like so Arteta wanted Coutinho, but instead he got Willian. So like then he didn't have any choice. Like okay, he's better. Willian is better than nothing. As we also like in Chelsea, like he was half decent, and like so he might thought like yeah he's better than nothing, so he took him, which is first of all Edu signing. Second of all, it's Cedric Soares because like Cedric, we don't need to give him 4-year contract. Why did we gave him 4-year contract?
all right.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Let me say one. I think with what look like Craig has informed, which is correct, because it's actually when he was saying his view, and it was correct, because yes, Edu made the decision to bring in nonsense. Okay, so let me don't call they are players, but they brought in players that are not really delivering for us now. So yes, with that option, he needs to be asked as well, because he's also
yeah,
part of the problem. So I
Yeah,
agree
now
with
like
you.
you heard like 2 days before he said right like Billion, it takes time. He just came. What takes time? 7 years. He said Chelsea Premier League proven player. How many times he like how many months he needs to improve himself? And like I don't know why Edu is saying this bullshit excuses. Like
so
it's just a
basically, he's
starting.
defending
Please
Williams.
trust the process.
He's defending Williams' poor performance.
Yeah, like
It's
okay,
crazy.
but why? Yeah, it takes time. But I don't think like a player like Willian needs time because
I'm
he's
getting you
already a
back.
Premier League player.
Okay. All right. So guys.
But do you know that in life you need to look at things in different viewpoints. I feel there's something going on in that dressing room. I
Yes.
feel
Yes.
Yeah,
Arsenal, the players are doing something to the manager, because they feel the manager was once like them, very young player, and he's young, and they feel the manager doesn't have the mantle to actually do what he's doing, because he's actually naive, scared. So this is actually, like for example, you, bro, you are old, you are matured, and they now bring me who is actually finished the job and now wants to be the manager of a big team. Sorry, excuse me. I need to charge my phone.
Yeah.
yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. So you now bring me who is new to the job, and then this is like players like David Luiz and play. This is like ego coming into the dressing room. You now take, Ozil is a very big player. You now freeze out Ozil, and he's still, basically there's something going on in the dressing room. There's a bad energy going on. So
It's like
what
a
I was
divide.
expecting,
Yeah.
It's like a divide.
yes, because all of them they're not young players anymore. When you see something wrong, they won't say it to your face. They'll say, okay, let's see whether you know what you're doing. And they now see that, oh my goodness, what you are doing to Ozil is not correct. And he's playing with him, he's smiling. And they see that this guy, if it's not Ozil, it will be one of them in the future or any of them in any club. So they need to protect one. They need to stand as one player because they know that what is going on in Ozil's case is not good. But they will not say, but they will show it by their action. So this is what is going on. What I'm thinking they should do is, I'm telling you, if they bring in Ozil, see, it's so clear. Ozil is going in June. Don't extend his contract. I don't want them to extend Ozil's contract.
No, they will
Just
not.
allow harmony to reign in the football club. Harmony. So that Ozil can actually feel like he's now is part of something, because he's been in Arsenal for 8 years. And you treat some player that way and you
Yeah.
expect players to be happy. It's
And he's one of
wrong.
the captains. And he's
As one of the
captains.
captains, and you're behaving it to a senior player, and you're expecting something good to happen. Oh my goodness.
I think that was mostly financially. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. But what I'll do tomorrow after the game, the Manchester City bashing that we're going to get, I know they're going to slap us.
You're dead. Gone.
We'll do another review like this. Hopefully, I can get this uploaded as fast as possible by later. And this is already live. You guys know it's already on Facebook, so you can rewatch it on Facebook. But I'll get it uploaded on YouTube soon. So thank you very much for tuning in. This has been Military Guna TV for you guys to watch it over. It's on Military Guna TV, MGTV.
Thank you.
Elway, really good having you here, man. And I can see that you're a passionate fan and you love this club. So beautiful ranting from you, and you rant with facts, not
Thank
just
you,
personality. Rant with facts. Lyrics, good to have you here again, right? So, people, MGTV, I'm out.
I'm out. Ciao. Thank you. Peace.